Picture yourself. You're on the train, scrolling, without really seeing. Thumb, screen, refresh. One video bleeds into the next. You've checked 3 apps in 2 minutes and couldn't recall a single thing you saw. The carriage is packed, yet you feel strangely hollow, like your brain is buzzing but your inner voice is on mute. You set the phone down for a moment, the silence hits you like cold water. No notifications, no opinions, no, for you, content. For a second, you feel something you'd almost forgotten, yourself. Then the screen lights up, your hand moves before you think, and that tiny moment is gone, like it was never there. You're drowning in noise you invited in yourself. Messages at midnight, emails that can't wait, videos auto-playing before you've even decided to watch them. The world doesn't just reach for your attention anymore, it grabs it by force and refuses to let go. The funny thing is, you say you're exhausted, yet you keep the noise on. Background TV, podcasts while you cook, music to help you concentrate. Silence feels wrong now, uncomfortable, almost threatening. Yet every message, every ping, every suggested post takes up space that used to belong to one thing only: your own thoughts. Scroll back a few years. Before smartphones, being offline was just called living. You waited for a bus and stared into space. You stood in a supermarket line and noticed people's faces, the kid crying, the old man counting his change, the cashier going through the motions of another shift. Your thoughts had room to breathe. They'd replay yesterday's conversation, sketch out tomorrow's possibilities, and connect dots you didn't know were there. Today, that same line looks like a graveyard of bowed heads and glowing screens. You are somewhere else, swiping through strangers' highlight reels and hot takes, while the deeper questions you actually need to answer sit waiting in the back of your mind, gathering dust. The average person burns over 3 hours a day staring at their phone. Do the math. That's more than 1,000 hours a year. Imagine spending that time talking honestly with yourself. Your mind was not designed for constant consumption. It needs breathing room the way your lungs need to release before they can fill again. Without those gaps, your thoughts become like a browser with 47 tabs open. Everything technically runs, but nothing truly works. Solitude is what happens when you finally close all those tabs. When the noise drops away, the thoughts you've been ignoring for months start surfacing. The questions you've been too busy to ask yourself suddenly have room to speak. Self-reflection doesn't compete for your attention. It doesn't flash or ping or demand anything. It just waits quietly in the background. And most days the volume of the world drowns it out completely. Real solitude isn't moving to a cabin in the woods or quitting your life. It's about reclaiming small moments where your attention belongs to you again. Start small. 10 minutes in the morning, no phone, no laptop, no podcast. Just you, a coffee, a window, a notebook if you want. The key is intention. You're not killing time, you're meeting yourself. Sit there, breathe. Observe whatever comes up. Boredom, restlessness, ideas, lists, regrets. At first, it feels awkward, like a first date with someone you kind of know but haven't really listened to in years. There's distance, discomfort. You're not sure what to say, and that's normal. Push through it. Most people try this once, feel uncomfortable, and run straight back to their screen. That's normal. We're used to soothing every uncomfortable feeling with a quick hit of dopamine. Don't treat solitude like a productivity hack. Treat it like brushing your teeth, basic hygiene for your inner life. Some days it will feel deep and meaningful. Some days it will feel pointless and flat. Both are fine. Show up anyway. Look, nobody nails this every single day. Life gets messy. Schedules collapse. But the days you actually manage to sit with yourself even for 10 minutes, those days feel different. Solitude is not a luxury for poets and monks. It's the workshop where you update who you are, where you repair what's broken, where you sometimes tear everything down and rebuild from scratch. When nobody's watching, when there's no audience to perform for, you can finally ask dangerous questions. Do I actually want this career, or am I just scared to admit I chose wrong? Am I in this relationship because I love her, or because leaving feels harder than staying? What truth am I pretending not to see? The connected world is brilliant at telling you who you should be. Alone time lets you hear who you actually are, and where that truth clashes with the script you're following. This doesn't mean cutting yourself off from others. Human connection is non-negotiable. But being constantly available isn't the same as being truly present. Solitude helps you show up differently in your relationships. When you've spent time listening to yourself, your yes means yes, and your no means no. You apologize without dragging your feet. You stop handing your self-worth to strangers on a screen, to likes, replies, or someone else's mood. Nobody can do the inner work for you. Friends can support, therapists can guide, but the test happens in a quiet room between you and yourself. Personal growth in this hyper-connected age isn't about consuming more information, it's about unmuting what you already know but have been too distracted to hear. Taking a walk alone with no destination, journaling on a quiet Sunday, sitting on a bench without your phone. These small, almost invisible choices compound over time into a completely different life. The world will keep getting louder. Algorithms will keep getting smarter. Notifications will be harder to resist. Your only real defense is simple and radical. Choosing, over and over, to step out of the noise long enough to hear your own life speaking to you.